On May 9, 2022, the Philippines will hold the next national elections. The nation's citizens are given the power to vote for who they want to lead the nation for the next 6 years. All citizens 18 years old and older are eligible to vote. But given this, there is an alarming number of things we need to discuss. Roughly, only half of the total population is registered to vote. At sa lagay na iyon, hindi pa lahat ay talagang bumuboto. But why is our situation like this? And how has it affected our country? Let us unfold and understand the country's voting situation. Our government is a democracy, a form of government where our leaders are voted by us. The power to determine who will lead our country is given to us, the citizens. We apply this power to all levels of the government during the elections, from our mayors to our president. Each voter is eligible to vote only once and has the choice to fill up the whole ballot to its limit of possible votes per position, or to vote abstain to every position up for grabs. Every citizen that fits eligibility can sign up to vote. The criteria to be eligible to vote, according to the Constitution, must be the following. One must be a citizen of the Philippines. One must be at least 18 years of age, except for Sangguniang Kabataan elections. One must have resided in the Philippines for at least 1 year immediately preceding the election. One must have resided in the place where he or she proposes to vote for at least 6 months immediately preceding the election. One must not be disqualified by law. You may ask, why do we need to be registered? To put it simply, we need to register so that votes can be properly accounted for, and we can avoid multiple votes from a single person. This is also to monitor if the voter fits the criteria to vote. So paano nga ba magpa-register? With advances in today's technology, we can get our registration forms pre-filled through the COMELEC website. Once registrants finish with this, they can book an appointment using the same website. They should print the forms out and bring it along with a valid ID and its photocopy to their COMELEC office. Once there, they will present these documents and have their biometrics captured, and that's it. The COMELEC, or Commission on Elections, heads the handling of these registrations, up to setting up the election itself and counting the votes. Every local government unit has an assigned COMELEC office where eligible citizens can apply to vote. So voting seems easy, right? And it appears to be a very important responsibility for us as citizens. It seems that people are involved in this process, but looking at the numbers, the data is actually surprising. A social weather station survey conducted in 1996 asked respondents to identify areas where the government should give more attention to the youth. Subalit, hindi ito nagbigay ng karagdagang impormasyon sa pagkakaiba ng pag-iisip ng mga babae at lalaki dahil hindi nito pinaghiwalay ang datos sa pagitan ng dalawang kasarian. What these responses seem to suggest is that young people are not ignorant of the social problems and inequalities of Philippine society. However, becoming involved in transforming the needs of the youth into policies, programs, and reforms is altogether a different issue. The survey revealed that there's an equal number of youth who claim to be active members of sports or recreational organizations and religious organizations. 10% belong to youth organizations, followed by 6% who are active in arts, music, or educational organizations. Only 3% were involved in charitable organizations. Membership in political parties, labor unions, and professional organizations registered a marginal 1%. Ayon din sa survey, a majority of 60% ng kabataan ang nagsabi na hindi sila interesado sa politics. Mas importante para sa kanila ang good marriage, family life, stable employment, and good education. The SWS data also revealed that as of November 1997, only 14% of Filipinos ages 15 to 30 have ever participated in government youth programs. However, of those who have participated, 91% say that these programs are very or somewhat effective. 5% are undecided, and 4% say that these are not very or not at all effective. Considering the fact that the survey was conducted in 1996, notwithstanding the youth's general attitude towards politics may not have necessarily changed much over the years. A survey commissioned by the Episcopal Commission on Youth of the Catholic Church in 2002 revealed interesting trends. Only 11.8% of those young people polled believed that being a responsible voter is the best expression of love for the country. Being law-abiding by 35.6%, speaking your dialect by 30.5%, and patronizing locally made products by 19.9% ranked significantly higher. Moreover, only 4 out of 10 say that they are politically involved in one way or the other. 41.7% say that they're afraid to get involved, followed by 30.5% who feel that their participation will not make a difference. Samantalang, halos 20% ang nagsabi ng pakikialam sa politika ay isang waste of time. The fear of getting involved is not unfounded, as students and young workers may be concerned that their performance might suffer if they become too busy with social involvements. There is also the average Filipino's perception of activists being troublemakers or even communists. Surveys in America, one of the biggest democratic countries in the world, have shown similar trends on youth voting with ours. There are 2 findings that resonate the most. It is that 1, in the educational system, the youth are not taught the importance of practicing their right to vote and how it affects the country. And 2, the working youth, mostly from 18 to 30, would rather not waste time registering to vote and to actually vote due to wasted opportunities to earn a living. Kumbaga, di nila afford mag-absent o maglaan ng oras kasi malaki ang epekto ng pag-absent sa kanilang buhay financially. Recent voter registration methods have been known to take whole days of lining up and sending documents manually to local government offices. This leads to voters, mainly the working force, taking days off from work to register. This is a luxury only few can afford. The general difficulty and discomfort the registration process provides has turned off a lot of potential registrants as well. According to 2017 figures, around half of our 100 million population are under the age of 24. Ayon sa COMELEC, kalahati ng voting population ay mga Gen Z at millennial voters. Malaki ang magiging ambag nila pagdating sa botohan. This gives that demographic a huge stake in voting power. Thankfully, things have changed since the surveys we discussed in the early 2000s. There are new ways for the youth to be educated about engaging in politics. The lack of importance about social and political events have been ramped up on the youth's eyes with the introduction of social media. Dahil dito, ang kabataan ngayon ay namumulat sa mga pangyayari sa bansa, pati na rin sa iba't ibang larangan ng gobyerno. At ito'y nakakatulong sa pagkikayat sa kanila na makibahagi sa politika. Various media explaining ideas and concepts such as this particular video you're watching right now have been available for free on the internet. This and various discussions on sites such as Twitter and Facebook have allowed the youth to share their viewpoints and ideas. Social media has given a voice to people who have long felt that their vote is powerless. In the end, it all comes down to the fact that the youth's vote is of importance since it is they who will benefit from the improvement of the country for the foreseeable future. Sa pamamagitan ng boto ng kabataan, makakatulong silang hubugin ang bansa ayon sa tagapamahalang pipiliin nila.